Welcome back to the channel, all my hustlers and grinders and go-getters, the ones that wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and say, I'm gonna get this money. Oh, that didn't work how I wanted it to work. I'm trying to do some sound effects over here. So let's do that one more time. The ones that wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and say, I'm gonna get this money. There we go, JoJo.
That worked good.
So we are back and we got a good one for you too.
Yeah, we do. And, we love going live and we definitely want to start doing it more often. It's hard sometimes because we got busy lives, but we love touching in with you and giving you advice and answering questions. So if you have a question you would like for us to answer, leave it in the chat and we will try to answer it the best we can. But today's show is going to be about things you should be doing in business. And it's so important because when we first started, we weren't doing all the things we needed to do in business. You learn that as you go. So if you're new to business or you've been doing it for a while, I'm sure you're going to find some gold nuggets today.
And make sure you guys smash that like button. And the first thing you want to do is always answer your phone, check your voice messages, and always get back to people ASAP. Because if you don't, guess what happens? They're going to call the next person, and you ain't going to get that. Oh, I tried to do it again, JoJo. It doesn't work. My fingers are too fat. You ain't going to get that. Here we go. Money.
Yeah. So most important thing to do in business is to answer your phone, like be available and get to the jobs as quickly as possible. Because like Matt said, they will just go to the next person. They're not going to wait around. They want somebody to take their junk. And if you don't answer, they're just going to go to someone else. Hi, Jake.
So one thing I do every single morning is I check my voicemails, I check my Facebook Messenger, I check my emails, I check my text message, and I always get back to people ASAP. Because in the trash business, people want to get shit done right now. So that's something you definitely want to do. Don't get a text message, someone sending you some pictures and sit on it and wait on it. Make sure you get back to people ASAP. It's so damn important.
Yep. And the next thing you must be doing is asking for reviews. When you are done with a job and the customer is happy, ask them for, a review and send them the link right away. Don't waste time. Just do it right when they're super happy with the job that you just did and they're ready and willing to leave you a review. Make sure you get that review.
If you want to rank on Google, let me tell you, you got to get your reviews up. You got to respond back to your reviews the right way. It's so important. Send every single customer that's happy a link so they can leave a review on your Google My Business page. It's so important. And also send your Facebook link and also your Yelp link. But Google My Business is the most important one. And let me tell you something about Yelp. Yelp, what do they do, JoJo?
As soon as you open up a Yelp, they are going to call you and drive you crazy. And don't fall for it. They're going to tell you that, you'll be able to be seen by so many more people if you pay for that service. And you don't have to do that. We never did that. And we have been extremely successful. So just, answer the phone, say not interested. Don't even listen to the whole spiel that they're going to give you. Not interested, not interested. And Eric, you are in the right place because you don't know how to get clients. We are going to cover some of that today. With doing all the things that we tell you to do will generate more clients for you.
So what I was going to say, JoJo, is that you can get a bunch of reviews on Yelp, but they'll erase your reviews too. I remember we had like 75-star reviews and they dropped them like super fast.
Yeah.
So what I would do if I was you, send some to Yelp, but send most of your reviews to Google Business Profile and you'll rank. So you want to get your reviews up. It's a must.
Yeah, I totally agree with Matt. Getting your Google reviews up will help you so much more than Yelp.
Oh, yeah,
really,
for sure.
It will help your search. So when you send that link for a review, make sure it's a Google link.
So you know what that means? If you get more reviews, you'll get more. I tried to do it again and it didn't work, JoJo. My fingers are way too fat. You'll get more money.
He's having fun.
I'm having fun over here.
With his little sound effects today. Have a social media presence. Now, this is the main reason why we are super successful without having to pay a ton of money. And that is, we're on every free social media platform, and you must get on that also.
So something you definitely want to do is be posting on there daily. I live by the 10 post day rule. I'm posting on Nextdoor. I'm posting on LinkedIn. I'm posting on YouTube. I'm posting on Facebook. I'm posting everywhere. Instagram. I don't do TikTok as much as I should, but there's so many places you can post on Facebook. You can post in your story. You can post in groups. You can post on your business profile. You can post on your personal page. I treat my personal page like a business page. If you guys follow me, I'm posting all the time about the Junk Expo in my business 24/7. You got to get it out there so people know what's going on.
Yep. And you could do it in stories and reels and Instagram.
So many places.
You can post everywhere. Use your website link when you post. That is an opportunity to draw traffic to your website. So it's so important to do, and it's such a little thing, and it's free. It's a free thing to do. All it takes is a little bit of time, copy and paste your link, have it ready to go. That way, when people see your post, they can click on your website and go check that out. And that helps you rank on Google. So definitely be doing that.
So one of your goals should be is getting that link hit. You want people to hit that link, get on your website, and stay there for a long period of time. The longer they stay there, the better you'll rank. So you want professional pictures. You want your website to look good and professional so people stay around, stick around.
Yes, you do.
And what do you guys think about the studio, the YouTube studio?
It's a little different.
It's a little different.
We do have our room back now that we used to go live in. So, and we're trying the picture behind us. And we thought it would be kind of fun and change things up a little bit. So, yay, we like it. Pay your taxes quarterly.
Or Uncle Sam's coming for that ass.
You don't want to be surprised. And it really is, to check with your CPA, pay quarterly, so you're not stuck with a huge tax bill at the end of the year, or the beginning of the year. It's just, sometimes you never know how much you're going to so it's important.
So one thing I would say is paying your taxes when you first start out is going to be the most scariest thing in the world. At the end of the year, you're going to be freaking out, wondering your first year in the business, how much am I going to owe in taxes? How much? That's why we say do it quarterly, and also get a CPA so he can let you know, hey, you need some write-offs. Hey, you can write this off. You can do this. You can do that. You want a CPA in the gray area that can help you and be cool with them. Talk to them on the regular. Like JoJo, whenever we have questions about anything, she'll send our CPA a message, an email, and guess what? Boom, he's on it.
Great
Gets right
answer.
back to us.
Yep, always get good answers. Yes. So another important thing to do in business is follow up on people. Sometimes you don't, do that. And it's a really, really important thing to do. Somebody says no sound, but it's the same person. So I would check maybe to make sure if your speaker's on or something, because
let us know if you can hear us. Let us know.
Yeah, I'm sure more than one person would be telling us that by now.
So one thing you definitely want to do is follow up whenever you give someone a quote. Maybe it's a big job, 5, 6, 10 loads. Follow up like a week later. And guess what? If you make more follow-ups to leads or bids you put out, you'll start making more money.
It worked on time that time.
JoJo.
It worked. That's good. You'll get getting the hang of this. So follow up on people, because sometimes they'll call you, and then people get busy. They have busy lives. So if you touch back in with them in a week or so, and you'd be like, hey, do you still need us? Oftentimes they'll be like, oh yeah, I totally, it's still in my garage. I really need it out. So, that's an important thing.
And if you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I seen someone ask about the Junk Expo. How much are tickets? Tickets are $249. They're the same price as last year. And it's a 2-day event with more speakers, more networking, more vendors,
It's
more
so
sponsors.
big.
It's way bigger this year.
It's so big. $249, and it's not for each day either. That covers both days. And it was $249 last year. We just kept the ticket price the same. We $249 for 2 full days and 12 speakers. Last time we had 6 speakers. So it really is double everything for your money. It's double the space, double the people, double the days, double the speakers.
And we got people flying in from everywhere. Florida, New York, New Jersey, the Philippines, Canada, Georgia, Idaho, Arizona, and some other places too, I forget. Yeah. They're coming from everywhere.
Yeah. So somebody says that they're paying $400 a month for Yelp.
And I feel like they're playing all of us against each other. So check it out. A lot of these companies, what they do is they try to sell the same lead to other junk haulers. So you got to respond back fast. You got to be the cheapest. So that's why we stay away from it. So let's say you get a hit on Yelp or Angie's and it says, oh, someone needs a couch removed. How much is it going to be? Guess what? They're sending that same exact lead to like 4 or 5 other companies. And whoever responds back the fastest and is the cheapest is most of the time the one that's going to get it.
Yeah. Jake. Hi. Hi, Jake. I'm actually going to say I would stop. I wouldn't pay $400 for Yelp. Would you?
No, hell no.
I would not do that and buy a $249 Junk Expo ticket and come and learn all kinds of organic free ways to get your phone to ring.
So one thing that me and the JoJo did was we built our business all organic. The only thing we pay for is a Facebook boost. I keep it running all year long, and I just do it for branding purposes. So I'm always in people's faces. So someone asked, is there going to be food trucks at the Junk Expo? Yes, there will be 4 different food trucks at the Junk Expo. So where was I going with that, JoJo? Organic. Let's talk about organic. How to get organic leads.
Well, some of the things that we did say actually already would do that for you. And that's posting on social media and adding your website link and getting people to go to your website and getting reviews on Google. Those are things that will help your reach organically for sure. But we have more things to do. Yes, there's food trucks at the Junk Expo. And somebody said, Adiro says, $249 is amazing. I'm coming with my brother, Clean Bro Junk Removal from Pittsburgh. Awesome.
Right on.
Love it. The more people, the better. One of the best things about an event like that is just meeting the other haulers and having time to network and talk to them. It's such a wonderful thing because not only can you get information about people that are maybe doing a little more than you, or maybe you're struggling with something and they've already figured it out. You can get so much help, but not only that, but you make friends and you can, often people they still text each other or they ask questions or they stay in contact. We have, somebody that actually met someone at the Junk Expo and then went back and they actually got like some nice jobs from a person that they met at the Junk Expo. And you wouldn't know that networking is that strong, but it's such a strong thing.
Now, I totally agree with the JoJo. All the speakers are the icing on the cake, but you come in and meeting all the junk haulers there, all the vendors there is priceless. Making these connections for life with people. I mean, I met so many people at the last Junk Expo I'm friends with now. I met so many at the Junk Con that turned into be good friends. It's just priceless. The people you meet. We got people that do financing. We got the guys that do dump trucks. We got the people that are going to save you money with insurance. We got the people that you can get yard signs from, websites, SEO. It's going to be the place to be if you want to grow your business.
Yeah. Right On says he was there last year and had a blast. So that's great. That's awesome. And Adiro says, you was my inspiration. Love you. That's
right on.
You hear that so much, huh?
I like that. I love that, JoJo.
We love it. So getting back, look sharp. One of the things that we did when we first started was, Matt would show up in just a t-shirt and he would bid jobs, and they would just kind of treat him like a cheap hauler because he looked like a cheap hauler. So one of the things you definitely want to do when you want to charge top dollar is look at the people that are making top dollar, right? Look at 1-800-GOT-JUNK. What are they wearing? How do they represent themselves? How do they present themselves? Always wearing your gear wherever you go. Not only does it look professional when you show up for a job, but when you wear that out in public all the time, like to the store or to the little league while your kids are playing ball, or if there's a big event, a parade, or something's happening in your town and you're wearing your gear, have cards with you too, because people will ask you, oh, what's your shirt? Oh, what do you do? What's that? And you want to be prepared, for people that ask.
It is so important to look professional, have decals. You will make more money, and you want clean trucks. You don't want to show up looking all dirty and with a funky truck that looks like you're going to spill oil on someone's driveway. People are going to lowball you. Today, me and the Julio knocked out 4 jobs, and guess what we did after that? We washed the trucks.
Yeah, you washed the trucks.
We had a cancellation this morning. We had 2 full loads, but guess what happened? It happens, JoJo. They canceled on us this morning.
Yeah, that does happen. Sometimes people cancel jobs. So you don't call it like, oh, well, that's a day. You just find other things that you can do to, promote and take care of your business.
So my big Samoan homeboys in the house. What's going on? Island Strong Hauling and Junk Removal. Hey, I love your wrap on your dump truck. If you guys haven't seen his dump truck, go check out his website. Oh my goodness, JoJo, that truck is sexy. It is sexy, let me tell you.
So I'm originally from Kazakhstan and finally started my business. Good for you. We love it. Start working for yourself. There's nothing better like it. Things you should be doing in your business is what we're talking about tonight. And keeping track of your clients. We didn't do this from the very beginning either. And it's so important. As soon as you start your business, start keeping track of your clients. It's so important because you can reach back out to them in the future and remind them of your service. And when you do that, you will get jobs from that. And not only that, but your business is worth so much more if you have a client list. So build that client list up. Some people have, hundreds. Some people have thousands.
So for us, we didn't get a CRM until we were 2 years in the business, I would say. So all those contacts that we had that we could have text blast or email blast, we don't have them no more. So one thing you definitely want to get when you have the cash flow, which actually Autopilot is super cheap right now. But if you don't pick Autopilot, which is the one I would go with, there's House Call Pro, there's Workies, there's Jobber, there's so many. But Autopilot is the cheapest one. Me and the JoJo are investors.
We use it.
It's only $50 a month. All these other ones are like $200 a month. So definitely get a CRM if you want to grow your business and make more money. You see how that works, JoJo? I'm a professional now.
At your sound machine.
Oh yeah.
So another thing to do is network locally. Network with other haulers. A lot of people see competition as that they don't want to talk to them or mess with them. But, you can network with your local junk removal companies, because sometimes when one is busy, they can refer you, or when they have a job that's too big for them to tackle, they can pull you into it. So be cool with your competition, but network with local businesses. Who else can you?
So you can network with the donation centers, movers, realtors, contractors, handymen. There's so many people you want to be cool with and build relationships with that will make you more money. So make sure you guys smash that like button if you like this information. But yes, be cool with your competition. Don't be that guy that's like, you know what? I don't like that person. I don't want to deal with that person. Trust and believe. I shoot a lot of work out there to our competition because I can't handle it all.
Yeah.
And they do the same thing. They shoot it right back. Yesterday, or a couple days ago, Peace Out Junk. They're from Petaluma. They shot me a job in Cloverdale. So, hey, Thank you if you're watching.
Yeah, that's great. Another thing, keep track of your expenses. Keep track of it. Know your profit and loss, and your know your numbers. Know how much money it's taking to do jobs and what you spend on things, and then know how much you need to charge so you can make a profit. It's very important.
And one thing you want to do too is open up an account that is like a profit first account and pay yourself. Make sure you pay yourself. And you can also open up an account for taxes. You want to put at least 25% away. That's the rule of thumb right there, I would do.
Yeah, that way that, that tax, what you owe in taxes.
When they hit you with that, pay me that money, you better have it.
Change things up in your advertising. When you are posting on social media, don't post the same pictures all the time, because what happens is people get used to seeing what it looks like and it doesn't catch their eye anymore. So you want to change things up when you advertise with a different color, different picture. Maybe you're standing a different way, you're showing your truck. Be creative in how you advertise, and you change things up so people see it.
You can make videos, and check out this video right here.
To clear out clutter? Go local with Sonoma Strong Hauling and Junk Removal. Your trusted, family-owned junk removal team right here in Sonoma County. We care about our community. That's why we donate and recycle as much as possible, keeping good stuff out of the landfill and giving back to those in need. Need junk gone? We offer fast, friendly service and free on-site estimates. Just call 707-889-9720.
JoJo, that is a game changer. That's priceless right there. That is AI. So if you guys aren't using AI, let me tell you, start making the videos, make some cartoon advertisements. I can ask AI, hey, AI, can you make me an Easter $25 off sale right now for before Easter time? And it can do it like in 90 seconds. So if you're not using AI, make sure you are, and start shooting videos. Videos are way better than pictures when it comes to advertising, I would say.
Yeah, definitely do pictures. That's simple and easy, but pull in video for your content. And actually, that's one of the things that we are going to cover at the Junk Expo. We have some people that have done extremely well online with creating engaging content and creating videos that really stand out. And we're going to have them talk about how they do it. And it's going to be a really good thing. This year is quite a bit different than last year because it's definitely going to be more information, right? We are talking about branding, and it's actually the very first class in our coaching that we do. It's the very first thing we cover and we have $1,000 coaching class that we do. And we're actually going to cover the first class at the Junk Expo. So that's almost worth the price of the ticket.
It's going to be
there.
Branding and a little bit of Facebook.
Yes.
About how we get these realtors on the team, how I stay busy off of Facebook. And one thing you don't want to do when it comes to social media and you add in pictures, someone did it last week.
You won't believe this.
Do not use other people's pictures and promote them. That ain't doing nothing for your business. I was on Facebook recently, and someone was posting pictures of me and the Julio carrying the couch on their business page. And then a week later, or before that, there was a JoJo on there with a mattress with a Sonoma Strong Hauling shirt.
Every single picture the person was posting to promote their business was a picture of us doing junk removal. And it's crazy to me that take your own pictures.
They said that they hired someone to do it for them. So if they did do that, I would fire their asses. Or if you're just doing it yourself and you're watching, I know you're a subscriber, stop doing that. It's not helping your business.
It isn't. Pictures are extremely important when you take them. So your location is important. You want to make sure for branding purposes that it's you, it's a picture of you or your uniform or somebody in your uniform in front of your truck working. That's branding. Using other people's pictures, maybe it may help us more than it helps them, because it's Google knows when you take a picture, Google knows where you took that picture at.
So when you're feeding your Google My Business, you want to take pictures in certain locations, and then you want to feed your Google My Business that information of it's in Santa Rosa in the 95403 area. Google knows. Trust me, they know. You can go on a picture right now if you want, and I can go on there and go to right here on the very top, and it's right here. I can see exactly where that picture was taken at. Do you guys see that?
Yeah. And Google knows that too.
And Google knows that. So when you're loading pictures up on Facebook or on Google My Business, especially Google My Business, you want to make sure that you're loading it up and hitting it with the right area. Say it's like in Santa Rosa, Bennett Valley, 95405. Make sure the picture is taken there. And then when you feed it to Google My Business, you feed it with all the information. It's a furniture removal, couch removal. We're in Santa Rosa, California. Use your name with the zip code. Trust me. You do that every single day and keep feeding it and get your reviews up. Trust me, you'll start ranking.
Yeah.
And that's some gold nuggets right there, JoJo.
You
Holy
know,
cow.
that is gold nuggets, because
hold
I'm
on.
going to tell you something.
Hold on. Just for that one. Hold on.
Sometimes.
Go ahead.
What do you?
That was fire, JoJo. That was fire.
You're so funny. Sometimes when you pay somebody to do a website for you or your Google My Business, and they're using stock photos, not a good idea. If you are paying somebody to do those things for you, give them the pictures that they need, to help your website rank. Because one of the things that's going to do that is taking pictures in that area, like in the areas you want to target, right? So that's, if you did not know that, then you learned that tonight for sure. And that's just a little snippet of what you're going to learn.
So Marty said, what's up, Matt and the JoJo? This is Marty out here in Colorado. My business is Colorado Hauling and Junk Removal. Love it. Love it.
That's great. We have Monica in the house. They have a YouTube channel you should go check out. It is another couple doing junk removal. So check them out. And they liked the little cartoon video.
And they came to the Junk Expo last year, and they already got their tickets for this year. And they're in New Jersey or East Coast, somewhere over there.
Coming up. Now, let us know. Are you going to do a road trip again, or are you going to make it a little faster this time? That's a sign of flattery, but it's a little creepy. Yeah. At first, you know what? It bothered us because we asked them, hey, we brought it to their attention. Hey, we noticed that all of your pictures that you're using for advertising on Facebook and Instagram are pictures of us. So we noticed that, and this is how our SEO is so good. We actually Googled, people removing a couch, and
guess who popped up?
And hit images, and
we popped up.
So we pop up for the hot tub removal, for mattress removal. So they're using those pictures. And I thought, well, I could see if it was one or two, but it's all of them. Like, you didn't use anybody else's but ours. And like, you can't take your own pictures. And anyhow, we let them know, hey, that's kind of not cool. And they're like, oh, I'll let my company know and we'll take care of it right away. And then like 2, 3, 4, 5 days later, they're still uploading the same stuff, and brought it to their attention again. So it actually happened 3 times. And then we kind of like lost our cool.
So yeah, Mr. Matt Vick lost his cool.
We
so
were like, okay.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I talked to him. He said it will never happen again. So we'll see what happens. In Earth Strong Junk Removal, I know you're out there in Sacramento, the 209. So you better be at the Junk Expo. It's in your backyard practically.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm telling you right now, like last year was great. It was great. But this year, we handpicked people, and they're covering things that we thought is so important for organic stuff, and just things that you can implement just to make more money without having to spend money. And that's what I wanted people to do. And Monica, they said that they're flying this time. So good.
Right on, right on. That was a long road trip. I know that.
Yeah, for sure.
So someone says they're brand new in the business.
Oh, here we go. I am new to the junk game. My stepson and I started because he has the same story as you. Love that.
Right
good for
on,
you.
right on.
Felon with crappy jobs.
Hey, why you gotta call me that? I'm just kidding.
We just bought our first trailer and he is stoked. Awesome. You know what? Good for him, because, nothing really helps you turn your life around better than having a goal, having something you want to strive for. And if he has like that hustle that Matt has, he'll be so successful. Man, I hope that he can come to the Junk Expo. I have to tell you that at the very end, Matt has a story, and the last Junk Expo, he ended with his story, and everybody kind of knows his story, but he dives deeper into exactly what his life really was like. And he ends it with so much of like, this is where I was and this is where I am now. And it is so motivating. It's so impactful. There wasn't a dry eye in the house when he was done, and he got 2 standing ovations, and he's doing it again this year. And he's including more things, because you get a little more comfortable with sharing things as you go. So I would highly suggest having, if at all possible, having your stepson be able to attend, because it's really some of the things that he would love to hear.
Now, that's one thing I love about the trash business is it doesn't matter if you're an ex-felon, fresh out of jail, a cop, a firefighter, we're all equal. We all can make the same amount of money. You can make more money if you got more hustle. So I'm proud of your son for starting a business. Right on. And hopefully, he makes it to the Junk Expo, and then he can hear my story. Yeah.
But we wish him, either way, we wish him lots of luck. Tell him we said hi and we wish him lots of luck.
So GG Junk Removal LLC in the house. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Hi. Let's see. Right on. I already got my ticket. I'm so ready. I'm pumped and excited. 2 days. Can't beat it, especially for that price. We agree. So thanks for, thanks for that. Earth says he's going to be there. All right.
If you got any questions, leave them in the comments down below.
Yep. And we'll get back to things you should be doing in your business. And it is invest back in your business. That's super important. Invest in your business. So when Matt first started with just a pickup truck, you can start with that. But, you got to eventually have other equipment to make bigger money.
So one thing you want to do is make your life easier in business. So if you got a pickup truck right now, you eventually want to get a truck that can pull a dump trailer. So you have a button you can push. And then eventually you want to get a CPA and a bookkeeper on the team. So you ain't got to worry about that. What you always want to do is invest back in your business, because what you're doing is you're investing in yourself.
Yeah.
So when I hired the Julio on, I put him on. He's making great money. He's helping the company. It's an investment. When I bought the first dump truck and had the dump trailer, guess what? That's a write-off and an investment for the business. Now we have 2 dump trucks. Now I'm putting money into my IRA. It's all about investing back in yourself and not going out there and buying a bunch of shit that ain't going to make you no money. I look at it like this. I make money, and then I put money into stuff that's going to make me more money. So like JoJo, our YouTube money, where's it going?
Our YouTube money is in money market and mutual funds.
And it's going to make us more money.
Yeah. So it's super, super important to, become knowledgeable about money when you start making money, right? Because they don't teach that stuff in school, and they should. They don't teach you really how to start a business in your regular high school. They really lead people down a lending and loan path. And I wish they didn't, right away. It's like, get a car and start making payments on it. Like, get this great car and make payments on it. And as soon as you drive the car off the lot, it's not worth it's you should take that money and invest it in yourself. So, and that kind of takes us back to investing in yourself. Read books that help you become a better business person, a better person in general, a better leader.
Now, if you don't like reading books, you can always do the audio books.
Oh, for sure.
I do it all the time on YouTube. I'm actually listening to Buy Back Your Time right now. I listening to that when I work out or driving the truck. I also listen to Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's what I do. I listen to YouTube videos when I'm either driving or working out. And you know what? You want to feed that brain positive stuff. It's so important.
Yes, it's one of the most important things is to feed, yourself positive information, positive thoughts. It's very, try to get off the negative thought pattern that you have and stay focused. One thing that works really good is setting some goals up and putting it on a mirror or wherever you see it every single day, so that when you get up and you start your day off, that you are reminded by the reason why you're doing what you're doing, because you're trying to make it and get to a goal. Go to seminars, go to webinars, the Junk Expo.
The Junk Expo. And let me tell you like this, if you really want to start making more money in your business, you got to believe in yourself. No matter what, you got to believe in yourself and not give up on yourself too early. You're going to have days where you're not making no money. You're going to have weeks where you're like, you know what, is this the right choice? Should I get a 9-to-5 job? What you got to do in those situations is just hustle harder, believe in yourself, invest the time. Me and the JoJo, when we first started the business, it wasn't like, oh, we're working an 8-hour day and then we're done. Hell no, we worked 8 hours at my normal job. Then I worked 8 hours doing the junk removal. And then when I got home, maybe I advertised for an hour. Then I went to bed and did the shit again.
Yes.
So you got to invest in yourself. You got to get out there. You can't sit on the couch and wait for shit to fall on your lap. If you're not busy right now, order some signs off of UZ Marketing for $300. Get 100 of them. Go out there and put them everywhere. If you're not busy, go introduce yourself to realtors at open houses. If you're not busy, stop by apartment complexes and introduce yourself to the managers. There's so many things you can do for yourself to make more money in the trash business, but you got to do it. This right here, this phone is a blank paycheck. So if you're not making no money, guess whose fault it is? Look at that person in the mirror right there. It's your own damn fault. You got to hustle. You got to have that hustle in you.
So that's perfect timing, because Damien says, how do I get over the fear of getting started? And actually, getting started in anything is the biggest step. Just taking that leap to finally start. Some people want to save. They say, I can save money. I'm going to save money. But they don't actually start. They don't actually open up that money market account, or they don't open up a mutual fund account. They just talk about it, but they never start. Some people are overweight and they're like, I'm going to lose weight, someday. I'm not going to always look like this. And then before you know it, a year passes, 2 years passes, 3 years passes, and they still can't get up and run around with their kids. And now their kids are grown and they never played with them because they never lost the weight to do it. So getting started is the most important thing, but you take it day by day, step by step. Like I said, put a goal up, and just getting started, because you're saying it's the hardest part is to just get started. And it really is. When you, want to run a marathon, the hardest part is going and filling the thing out and just starting. Like, just get up and do it.
And one thing you don't want to do is let anyone pump any fear into you. It might be a parent, a wife saying, are you sure you want to do that? You don't want to do that. You're going to lose your benefits if you got a regular job and you want to start this as a side hustle. People that care about you don't want to see you fail, but it's a risk you got to take. If I never took that risk of starting my own business, a trash business, I would never have bought a house 4 years later. I never would have had the freedom. I went fishing, 2 days ago for a 3-day fishing trip. And the truck was still out there making us money.
Well, another example is the YouTube channel. We did it just for free advertisement, but then
because we were I was gonna put that thing, push the thing, but we were broke as hell.
Yeah, we were broke. But when Matt first started filming, you know, he was like, it felt weird. It felt, I'm talking into a phone as if people are there. Like, this is the stupidest feeling ever. I don't want to start. Actually, I was on him. I thought we should put videos on YouTube. And he's like, I will. We should put videos on YouTube. I will. And then we finally did it. Think about it. If we never started that, you would not be watching us right now. There would be hundreds of people out there not doing junk removal because they would never have found our videos. We wouldn't be doing a junk expo.
We wouldn't be doing the coaching.
They're so you must start. Just get out there and start. And RammerCon Junk Haul Pros tuned in. Hello.
And he also has a YouTube channel, so you guys can check him out. I do believe he's out there in New York. Okay. And are you going to make it to the Junk Expo? Hopefully you do, brother.
Oh, hopefully. So much good advice. Like if you thought tonight was good advice, that's nothing. It's nothing compared to what let's see. London, Ontario says Canmore facility services and deliveries 2 months in as a side hustle and been booked every day. Thanks for your motivation. You know what? It doesn't have to be junk removal. The tips that we give you would help a person in any home service business. And I was actually telling Matt, you know, the expo really could just be home service expo, because all it does is going to teach you how to post on social media, how to get your phone to ring, how to have a great organic search, how to create engaging content, all this, you know, how to take, you know, your Google business profile and start ranking. So much stuff that you can really implement in any business you start.
Because the main thing everyone wants to learn is how to get that phone to ring every single day, consistently, where you can pick and choose the jobs you want. If you don't want to do concrete or dirt jobs, you want that phone ringing off the hook, so then you can pick and choose your jobs. That's the main goal for everyone. So the Junk Expo is going to be the place to learn the tips, the tricks, how people do it on all levels. People that are making 5 million, people that are making $1 million, people that are doing 600,000 a year. It's going to be the place to be.
Yeah, it really, really is. So our video our live tonight is things you should be doing in business, and that was answering your phone all the time. It was getting reviews, having a social media presence, and every time you post on social media, including the link to your website to draw traffic to your website that will help you link. Taking pictures in the right locations, because Google knows before you post them. Investing back in your business, keeping track of your clients so you have a client list by using a CRM. We use Autopilot. It's very, it's very affordable. So if you're not using a CRM, you should check in with Autopilot and see how that works for you. Great for a new business starting out, because it's like $50 a month. But it keeps your whole client list. So you'll remember your clients, whether you have hundreds or thousands, and you can send them, a few times a year, texts and emails about your service to remind them that you're still available.
And I would say that was our biggest mistake we made in the first 2 years, not having a CRM. So it's really, really important. Really important.
Yeah. And investing back in your business, investing in yourself, keeping track of your expenses. Very important. Those are all things you should be doing in business. Trying to make everything happen to a 10. We hope that
it's all about investing in yourself, brother. So hopefully you make it there. Yeah. Let me tell you like this. One of my best connections was at the Junk Con in North Carolina. Me and the JoJo flew out there, and I met Andrew from Jedi Junk Removal. Now I'm an investor in his Autopilot.
And he's a friend.
He's a friend now. I talk to him on the regular, you know what I mean? We BS, and we're going to make money together for sure.
Yeah.
And I never would have made that connection unless I went to an event. So it's so important to invest in yourself. Take some time off for yourself. Come out to California, Sonoma County. If you've never been out to the West Coast, you can fly in San Francisco, go over the Golden Gate Bridge, come to Sonoma County,
It's
see where we
beautiful
work
here.
at. It is beautiful out here.
Yeah.
And make it a vacation. It's not
And
all
see
about
the trucks.
it's not all about working.
Yeah.
We don't live to work. We live to take time off and do the things we want to do. So make it a goal. Put it on the goal list, brother. Hopefully we see you.
Yeah. Let's see. Including the link is very important. You have to coach your friends and followers on when you need them, on what you need them to do. Yeah. I am eager to go, but have so many things to coordinate. But yes, I know the importance of it. Yeah, my brother lives in Orange County.
Oh, right on. You ain't that far away. Then Orange County, maybe 8 hours away.
Well, I mean,
that's a little bit far away.
Yeah, California is really long. So some people think, oh, I'm going to California. I'll just pop right up. We're Northern California. We are more of like the redwoods and the mountains. That's the part we live in.
Is that it, JoJo?
Yeah, I covered everything that we wanted to talk about. Remember, it's a tax write-off. So if you need one of those, you definitely want to fly into San Francisco. We're about 45 minutes from San Francisco.
But if you fly into Santa Rosa, you're about 15 minutes from the event.
Yeah.
So leave a comment. Let us know. What do you guys think about the studio or the YouTube room?
We thought we would put that behind us.
We are back in the room.
Much better than the kitchen.
I finally kicked the kid out of the house. Told me, you gotta get your ass out of here. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we're back in here and we're gonna start going live more often. And yeah, hopefully you like this video and leave a comment if you guys have any ideas for videos you want us to make.
Yeah. Sometimes you run out of ideas. And if you're in the YouTube world, you know that you're like, what am I going to write about? What are we going to record today? What are we going to do?
So I think Wednesday we'll make a video. It's going to be a good one, JoJo. We got to go to Guerneville and there's some stairs there and it's a house clean out. So, oh my goodness. It's going to be a workout. Cardio, baby.
Yeah. Do you ever have like certain places that you get phone calls from and you just know that if there's either going to be like super steep hills, steep driveways, 100 stairs?
Just know they're getting smacked with the price, baby, because I ain't walking up and down those stairs for cheap. Let me tell you that.
It's hard. When it's like that, usually we try to train it where one of us grabs it, one's halfway, and then you take it and then they go up, and it makes it a little bit easier. Let's see. Thank you for your advice. Already setting up my business. Good for you. Hopefully you come to the Junk Expo. Somebody said, I haven't started yet. Should I still come? And I was like, you haven't started yet. Going to the expo would be like, hitting a home run when you're first up at bat. You're going to learn so many things that took us this whole time to learn.
So check it out. We got one guy that's a speaker. He's been in the trash business for over 20 years. Robert Allen out there in Phoenix, Arizona with Garbage Guys. He's been in the business for 20 years. We've been in the business for 8 years. There's going to be like 100 years of experience on the stage. Yes. And then probably, I don't know how many in the damn room, thousands of years in the room.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the place to be for sure.
Yep. Just so excited, but the Junk Expo. It's like everybody that was waiting to go, because as it gets closer and closer, we add like exciting stuff on social media, and then when it was actually everybody was like on their way, they were like, I feel like a kid at Christmas. So it was like a Christmas for adults.
It was off the damn hook. Let me tell you, it was fun. It was fun.
Let's see. On the road with Ram Ricon says he charges $30 stair fee.
Right on. I might smack him with $100 stair fee tomorrow.
It depends on how much stuff they have and how steep the stairs are. Because in Guerneville,
just know it's a full house clean out, so it's not one item; it's a bunch of items.
Sometimes it's like 50 feet of stairs. We're not talking like sometimes it's a lot of stairs.
No, I know. JoJo, I know. Look at me, JoJo. If I don't make it Wednesday, you know what happened? Oh shit.
Let's see, per flight, because we got to get paid for the extra labor. Okay.
I like that. I like that a lot.
There you go. That's really smart.
Well, I guess that's it. Guess what I'm eating tonight? And I got some back straps, some venison, about to go on the Grace, baby. And I can't wait. What we gonna make with it?
I don't know. I got to figure that out.
What the hell? Come on now. Worked all day now. I'm just kidding. So hopefully you guys are out there making a killing and getting that money. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Me and the JoJo will start going live more.
Yeah, for sure.
We always say that, but we got the studio now. We got the YouTube room now.
Yeah, we used to. Yeah, but I mean, we used to do it in this room, and then we did it in the kitchen for like the past 2 years.
JoJo, no, we started it in the car. We was in the car at first.
In the car.
Let me tell you how
dedicated. We used to get a lot of super chats when we were in the car.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you how dedicated me and the JoJo are to the YouTube world. Back in the day, we would make a video, and the only way we can upload it was how, JoJo?
We had to leave our house.
Because we were so broke, we didn't have good Wi-Fi. We didn't have good Wi-Fi.
You guys would have laughed your butts off.
Oh, shit.
We had to leave our house to upload videos because we didn't we just lived in our little apartment that had no service.
No service, horrible Wi-Fi.
We used to go live in the car.
Because we was broke. We used to be broke. So we used to be broke asses back in the day.
Back in the good old days.
Back in the good old days. I miss those days, JoJo.
Yeah, I know.
You know? All right. Well, hopefully you guys like this video. Make sure you smash that like button. Please leave a comment for any videos you guys would like for us to do.
Yeah.
And we will be dropping more videos. I think Sunday's our day right now. Our audience is on Sundays.
Sunday is our day to upload videos. We do shorts every day, all day. And then we should go live once a week.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Get out there and get that. I was going to do it again. It didn't work, JoJo. It didn't work, JoJo. Let me try one more time.
Money.
Get that. And if that's annoying too, please leave a comment down below and I'll never do it ever again.
We'll leave with that. 3rd week in junk removal, and he's made $1,600 so far.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it didn't work. $1,600. Can I say holla?
That was good. Congratulations. And really quick, Clutter Reductions tuned in to say hi. We're getting ready to say bye. But thanks for tuning in, and go check out Clutter Reductions YouTube channel. And make it out here to California, guys. Come to California and hang out. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Stop beating me, Joe.